Hey guys, it's Jack Pumpkington here, and today I asked a poll for you guys on what you wanted to see next. After we did the studio tour, I got to show you guys little glimpses of stuff that I haven't done videos of yet. And the winner of the poll was the Orange Rocker 15. I'm going to go over this. This amp is arguably my favorite lunchbox amp. Which was the previous title, was held by the Orange Tiny Terror. So, I originally actually wanted to get rid of my Tiny Terror because I wanted to buy one of these, and me and my buddy Chris went on a trip to Waterford, to Motor City Guitars, and they had one in stock. I tried it out; it was brand new, and I said, "Yep, I'm buying it." So. The differences between this and the Tiny Terror is quite a lot, actually. I would say, this is supposed to be like an Orange Rocker Verb, but in a Tiny Terror format. It's 15 watts that drops all the way down to half a watt, and it's perfect for gigging, small venues, band practice, recording, or playing at home. So, anyway, the only critique I really have with this amp is it did not come with foot switch. You have to buy a separate foot switch. So I ended up getting this. It's just a Hosa technology foot switch. I don't care. I was like, I just want a foot switch that works. So I'm using the Schecter here, the Tempest. That's got a hot rod set of Duncans in it. So, I am on full power all the way up, headroom, full power mode, all 15 watts on the clean channel. Now the clean channel, much like the Orange Brett Hines Terror, you just have the volume knob, that's it. All these other knobs don't affect the clean channel one bit. They basically kind of engineered what would be the best tone for that, and that's all you get. And I think it's fine. I mean, it does its job. You want to add some effects on it. You can do that. Now I will say this does have a effects loop. The Orange Tiny Terror does not. I don't ever use effects loops, so to me, it doesn't matter. But other people, that might matter. All my pedals, I just run them through the front. So I want to let you guys know I am running through my Crate 212 that is loaded with Celestion 7080s. Before I forget. Crunchiness to that, put an overdrive, tube screamer in the front. Get a nice edge of breakup crunch sound. What I'm doing is, since this guitar has a coil tap, I'm switching back and forth, giving you guys a humbucker sound along with a single coil sound. for the clean channel. Want to turn it up some more. Get that volume. So you can kind of still get a fair amount of volume, but you can kind of push it a little bit more. Take it down to back to full. We're gonna put it all the way down to headroom. So now I am at 1 watt. You can really push those, you know, you can really like crank it up. And now you notice it breaks up by itself. It gets crunchy. But I will say, because of the pickups in this guitar, they have a little bit more output, so it pushes the amp just a smidge more. So that might be why. Now, what happens if you go down to half? Now I'm at half a watt. You can really crank it. I mean, this is the volume maxed. Those tubes. Add an overdrive over top of it. I mean, come on. Again, this is the clean channel. You can still roll back and get those clean sounds. So let me put it back. Turn the volume down. So we're back to 15 watts. And if I really want to push it, that's halfway up, and that's like loud. So let's switch over to the gain channel here. And I want to say, for the gain channel, I have everything right now set at noon, besides the volume. So I have the volume turned down quite a bit. Let me turn the volume on. No overdrive pedal on. So that's got a good, wholesome, like, full sound. But say you want to maybe pull it back a little bit, but still have a nice crunch. Actually, it comes up pretty good too on the gain channel. There we go. So you still got a good crunch. That's another thing I want to say about this amp. If I were to just run the gain channel, I have to have pretty much the gain at about halfway to really get volume on. If I want to turn that gain down, volume up, you don't get a lot of volume in general. So, I mean, you could take that with a grain of salt. You know, it's like, well, I mean, that's what the clean channel's for, isn't it? So you're like, yeah. Anyway, now let's kind of mess with the tone knobs and shape a little tone here. We have a full 3-band EQ, unlike a Tiny Terror, which just has one shape knob. So let's give it some more mids. Back off on the bass and keep the high ends where they're at. Keep the gain where it's at. Sounds pretty good, really punchy. If you want more of a scooper sound, turn the mids all the way down, turn that bass up, turn that high end up. Now I have not changed the gain. I've left it at halfway. I'm going to leave it there for a little bit. This is where I personally like to set it. I have the mids about halfway at noon. I have the bass rolled back, and I have the highs about 3/4 of the way up for my shape. Now my gain, I like to have my gain up pretty high. As you can tell, that is loud, and that is a healthy amount of gain. It sounds really good. Let's put it down at 7 watts. Now, for the gain, I have it at about 3/4 of the way. Maxing it out, you get a lot. So, yeah, it can do metal. Now, let's put it at the bedroom sound. So now we are down to 1 watt. Really pushing that volume. And that gain is so saturated. It is so good that you can get that tone. A lot of, or people that I know that are more American sounding amps, which I can't say much now because, as you can see, potentially I have a Mesa right here. Let me lower the camera just a smidge. Right there. That right now it does not work, but is gonna be getting fixed here relatively shortly. So a lot of people who are more into an American sound say you can't really get that saturation until you crank those British amps up, which, fair. But this is the solution to that. This and a lot of other lunchbox amps. Let's go 1/2 watt. And I'm talking, I'm cranking that volume. So let's add an overdrive. Now my overdrive is set to be more of a top end boost than just a full drive. Um, and I wrote it with this amp, with a different guitar, but God, this amp, like, it just gets me, like, I play this amp and I think of Mastodon. I think of, like, just full saturation, fun music. It's really funny to me that it's like a lot of people, that I know, I guess don't really but kind of dismiss these amps. But I'm telling you, man, if you want a great sounding amp, you need an Orange amp. Like, you really do. It was worth the $700. This was like, it was not on sale, but it was a little bit lower price than I think stock. Like I said, it was brand new. It was their floor demo model, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, but still, I mean, it was like $618 plus tax and everything. I mean, I also bought a 1x12 cab with it and the foot switch, so that equaled out to about $750. No, I bought the cab separate. So, but the foot switch and everything equaled out to about $750. Oh, and where is it? Oh yeah, I'm using it for a mic stand right now. So, I was recording and my boom mic is downstairs. I gotta bring that up still. Like other Orange amps, it comes with a Orange bag, and that's just, I think this has always been a nice touch to have these. You can just carry your amp around and you can fit all your cables in that, and I think that's just a great little feature that it comes with. Like, you don't have to buy that separate like you do like a Micro Terror. But no, I think these are great, man. Like I said, it has an effects loop. It's got impedance outs. There's 2.8 and I think 116. Let me double check. Yeah. So, but it sounds great, and I love it. It's my favorite tube amp right now. It really is. But yeah, definitely worth it. If you want just a solid amp that you're not gonna get rid of, that's gonna do metal, rock, grunge, blues, country, everything. This amp does it all. And I think that's what they were really going for with this thing. And it really responds to different guitars really well. So, and different sounds. That's why I was kind of like doing like a single coil thing for you guys. But yeah. I can't recommend these more. Definitely a step up from the Tiny Terror. So, that's why Orange amps are still, right now, my favorite amps. And will be for a while. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me questions, leave me comments. I'd happily do an FAQ episode. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to talk about. So yeah. Anyway, guys, Jack Punkington signing out. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. Check me out on Twitter for more polls. Anyway, guys, peace out.